All right, what's up, gang? Sam Young here. All right, just wanted to run through pretty much like a full spread of what I bring out with me on my Hobie kayak or like a jet ski or my boat, just as far as like safety goes, and everything that you kind of need just in case something really junk happens. But yeah, here I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you guys kind of like a full spread of the rhyme and reason of why I bring all this stuff with me every time, because I've gotten into some pretty sticky situations, and a lot of this stuff has helped me get back to where I needed to be and be home and be with my family and not really getting hurt. It's by no means like a complete kit. You know, there's always stuff that, you know, you can add to it or whatever, but this is just stuff that I bring. So take it with a grain of salt, pun intended. All right, so here's just kind of like a quick like snapshot of everything that comes with me on a kayak, except for that canvas tarp. I don't bring that, but just wanted to show you guys. So like, number one, I always bring my shoes on my kayak because I don't know where I'll be landing, and if I've got to walk back a couple miles, it's nice to do it not barefoot. If the kayak goes down, I use a dive belt, and then I have my fins, usually, you know, either in the kayak itself or like strapped to my seat. And that way, you know, I've got fins that are easily accessible. Same thing on the jet ski or big wave surfing. If I'm by myself, I'll have a belt on me with my fins on my back, just in case my board breaks or my leash breaks or whatever it is like that. Super important because currents can be gnarly, as a lot of people have found out or could find out, and having fins really helps. This thing right here, other than your cell phone, is probably one of the most important key pieces of equipment that you should have with you at all times on the water, period, done. And making sure that you have a buddy or a group of people that knows the channel that you're on, or that you can flip back and forth from 16 so the Coast Guard and stuff can kind of hear you. Definitely keep these charged, if not have a backup one with you or in your truck at all times. So I would definitely recommend one, if not two of these things. They're fantastic. Yeah, these are the ones. Now I'm going to get into like other things too. So like, these are really important, like the honey stingers, especially honey in general. I've got caffeine gummies. I've got these pills, which are right here. So kratom or kratom is like a painkiller that you can buy like over the counter. It's amazing. And like, in case you got a buddy who's like cramping up, you know, you want to use salt tabs. They're amazing. You will not cramp up if you eat these things, which is super important. And then if you've got, you know, if you're feeling low on energy or anything like that, these things, if you eat them, or you're feeling injured, this stuff, and obviously ibuprofen, is going to be your buddy out on the water for these really hot, long, hard, crazy, grueling missions that we do that are like 10 to 12 hours a day or 16 hours, depending on what you got going on for the day. And then if someone gets hurt, you know, honey is really good for like burns and just putting it on the cut because it's antiseptic, or yeah, it's an antiseptic. And then if they're in shock, giving them glucose that their body can take in. Even if they're a diabetic, you can give them honey. Rumors. And then right here I've got various of things, but basically, you know, I've got my half-face blade that was gifted to me by a good friend who knows the owner of the company. And then my basic knife, my old timer fixed blade, that's awesome. And then, so like this, you're going to want this on when you go on the water, because you cannot yell very loud, and these things are amazingly able to get people's attention. The second one at night is either using your headlamp that you're going to bring with you, or this. Let's see if I can get this open. Oh, that's funny. well, you gotta be able to. Okay, well, in here is a flare gun, but I probably need it here. Okay, that was hilarious. So, see this? The zipper, because I bring it with me all the time, literally fused, so it didn't open. But what's in it is a flare gun. So at nighttime, or if you're out really far, say you like catch a 100-pound ahi or 200-pound marlin on your kayak, or your boat breaks down, and you're at night, and you've got this thing strobing, but if you shoot this up in the air, they're definitely gonna find you. So that's critical. Super good thing to have with you. It's a little bit pricey to have and buy one, but definitely recommend it. As you can see, I've got this basic waterproof first aid kit that has a little bit of things in it, but I don't really honestly use it, but I have it on my boat just in case. Here's one that I have in my truck that I usually keep on my truck. This stuff, I keep it in, so I've got this Hobie waterproof bag that all this stuff goes in. So I put a variation of all the material here in the Hobie bag, and then I close it up and I throw it in the front of the hatch of the kayak. Obviously, everyone's got their cell phones with them at all times. This is a waterproof pouch that I attach to my chair, which allows me to kind of be able to communicate or even have phone meetings during the day while I'm working or fishing at the same time, doing a little multitasking, you know what I mean? And then, okay, so here's like stitches stuff to kind of put things back together if you got enough time on the kayak, but highly doubt it. Always keep the blade closed. And then I've got Band-Aids. Honestly, don't really use them until you get back to shore. Tourniquet, if, who knows what's going to happen out there. Could be a big tiger shark, whatever. And then bleed stop material goes with that. And then this is a binding strap that's also got bandages that absorbs everything. So these kind of go together. This tool right here, because we're in the salt water, it does not rust. And I recommend this with the knives because you never know when you're going to need this. And it's also got, a screwdriver in case your drive needs to be re-screwed back in or whatever it is. But moving on to, WD-40, another good one. But a headlamp is super, super, super critical. If not, have 2 or 3 of these on you. I do, and more than enough. Glasses, especially Maui Jims in particular, are the glasses to wear and buy. I don't care where you are. These things are superior to any glasses I've ever worn. So, end of story, done. Nail clippers are fantastic. Always useful little tools. They don't take up a lot of room. And then floss. This stuff's really good just for tying up things or whatever you're going to be needing some type of little string, unless you got fishing line. I always bring binoculars because it's really hard for me to see the other kayaks because I don't have the best vision. And that way I can see where my buddies are at or what's going on with them. The other super important piece of tool that I bring with me is this little Garmin InReach Mini. It's amazing. You can text off it. You don't need cellular service to use it. It does take a prescription, and it's got an SOS button right there in case you get into an issue and your phone's not working or something, or your kayak flips and somehow this is on your body. So critical to have this on you. When I'm out there, it's really important to stay hydrated. So I usually bring my big dumb cup, Stanley. And then I fill it with this stuff, which is like electrolyte mix, and you can get whatever flavor you want, but this stuff is like super good because it goes hand in hand with your salt tabs so you don't cramp up. And then the Pohaku of Pohakus, Mr. Rock created these Zoas, and they're amazing. They're great. They don't give you that drop like Red Bull does, and I usually drink one of these on the way in. Because there's always family things, family obligations, and the honey-do list that you got to do after you go fishing that no one ever talks about. So you want to stay energized for that stuff after you have fun out in the water and fill your cup so you can be present for your family. This right here, and I think everyone's going to be transitioning to them in the next few years, but I am very conscious, or starting to be conscious after the epic swim that we did, that you're not putting like forever plastics on your body. And so this is just a generic brand, but no, there you go, minus 33. So these guys have a merino wool. So this is merino wool. So I wear it bow hunting, I wear it on the kayak, I wear it just in the yard or whatever it is. I'm going to be exposed in the sun because I'm super white and I don't like getting sunburned. But this stuff breathes, it doesn't make your skin break out, and it doesn't smell. So like I could wear this multiple days in a row and I'm protected, it keeps me warm. Even though it's thin, it's very insulating. These things, this merino wool long sleeve hoodie is epic. Yeah, so that pretty much covers it. And then there are leggings, but I have not found, well, actually, I haven't tried it, but I do have merino wool leggings, so maybe I should try those out. But I've been just using like yoga pants, so you don't get sunburn on your legs, because getting 3rd-degree burns on your legs, which I've had, sucks considerably. And then always bring a extra ball cap or like some type of floppy hat for shade, because man, does it suck to get sunburned. And even the refraction off the water really gets you. And then last but not least, the most important kind things, brah, is bringing the paddle, cause these are 10 times more efficient than your Hobie paddle or any type of kayak paddle. Obviously this one's a little nicer. It's like a carbon fiber that my brother actually gave me, because he does the OC1 inter-island paddles, but yeah, so I would definitely recommend, instead of using a kayak paddle, getting a outrigger canoe paddle. In case your drive goes out or whatever it is, you can paddle back in a lot faster and more efficient with these. Kind of an opinion, definitely an opinion, but I am used to paddling, and so I'd rather utilize this type of paddle versus the other one. But there you have it, guys. Like this is the setup that I utilize on my kayak, whether I'm spearfishing, fishing, on the jet ski, water safety, on the boat, any kind like that. Alrighty, with that, ahoy ho, and stoked to hear how you guys have your kayak set up and your safety and all the considerations that you guys have put into when you go out on adventures. All right, talk soon. Take care.